Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the week at Storytime Tarot. Firstly, I want to tell you that I am alternating week to week between doing stories, which are channeled messages, and general reads. So this week you're going to get a general read. The reason for this is that I want to have you exercising your right and left brain in terms of the messages you're receiving. I have also received the message too that it's important we exercise the subconscious mind. The messages get through in a better way, which helps program you know, for what you need. So here I am doing my thing. Anyway, thanks for listening. We're gonna get started now. Okay. Oh, I'm having a moment. Well, one thing came out right away. The dream, and the valley, and you are a pawn. Wow. Okay, so let's talk about what this message specifically means for you, Gemini. If you look at the imagery of these two cards, there's like a journey that seems to be gone on. When I think of the valley, I think of kind of this walk through the wilderness. There's that line from the Bible about walking through the valley of the shadow of death, you know? I can't remember the exact where it comes from, but yeah. That is kind of an aspect of this. There's also the dream. You're a pawn. So it's like, I think this is a story for a Gemini who's walking away from a long cherished wish or for Gemini, this message is about walking away from your long cherished wish that you know you can't get to in this way because you're at the mercy of other forces. And people want to put you in their game as opposed to you being like the director of your own narrative, of your own story. So yeah. So this is for Geminis who are leaving something behind because you want your own control over yourself, which is commendable. So if this is resonating with you, stick around. We're going to get into the full story. Not the full story, but like the full message. Not feeling chatty. Usually that happens when y'all are around. Here we go. Okay. Surfer. Man of Cups. Okay, so the kind of situation I'm seeing for a Gemini here, or the sign of Gemini, is that of, you know, leaving a circumstance, situation, attachment to like what could possibly happen. You know, like I said, the dream is important here, and this is a water. The Man of Cups is like a water element, so this is like an emotional process for you, but I think like what's coming out of this is that you don't want to enable someone else's bullshit. You know, you want the dream without the nightmare. You know, you want the dream without having to compromise who you are. And so you've recognized that to be attached in this way is going to cause you to enable these forces to continue whatever game they're playing. And you've realized like you're not going to be a pawn on their board. Okay. So let's look at the past. Let's look at the past with this. Get a message for the past for our beloved Geminis. Okay. Oh, actually, 3 cards came out, which is... could be poor shuffling or could be a message. Usually it's both. Okay, so purity is the first message, the Two of Wands. Reward, the Ten of Worlds, reward. And illumination, the Ace of Wands. Okay. So in the past, what I see is possibly a new opportunity coming to you, the end of a cycle. Maybe you came into some money, or you came into something which is giving you more independence, so you can actually consider what route you want to take through life. And so you've seen this new opportunity presented, because this is the Ace and then the Two. So you get the opportunity, you ruminate on it, and now there's this other thing pushing you, which is like this end of a cycle with whoever is going on here with this Man of Cups energy, this whole start of your spread. So some cycle has ended, or something's kind of come to a close. Maybe you're working with someone and like the contract's up or whatever. So now you're looking at, what am I gonna do? And then you have you could stay where you are and continue to be a pawn, or you could take this new opportunity. So that's like the past coming up. Let's look at your present. Let's piece this riddle together. What you're dealing with in the present, Gemini. Okay. Oh, we've got the Sage. Oh, sorry. Sage of Wands. More fire energy. This is blowing up, isn't it, Gemini? Seer. I think right now you're actually seeing things clearly, and you're actually seeing your own potential, and you're actually stepping into your own glory, which is fabulous. Right now it's actually seeing what your talents are, and actually seeing what it is that you really want to do, getting inspired again, and knowing that you have the passion and the drive to make it happen. So that's also this energy that's I'm willing to walk out on my own. I'm willing to go through not knowing what is going to happen. Oh, that was a message for someone else. I can't remember the sign, but there's this leaving and trust in this is a card of trusting in yourself more than anything else. I have what it takes to take care of me, my responsibilities, and my dreams. Okay. That was your present. I'm so happy for you, actually. This is a great message. For whoever it's intended for, this is great. The crows are out. I have to say, it's quite wonderful. This time of year and all of its splendor. What is happening? What is coming up for Gemini? Come on, cards. These ones are so large and it's really hard to shuffle, but they're so beautiful. I wanted to, share them with you. This is the Voyager Tarot, by the way. Okay, so we got two cards. We got the Three of Crystals, which is called creativity. Okay, so what's coming up next for you is that you are going to be creative. So this means living differently than you have, using your resources wisely, I think as well, because there's a question for some of you, you don't have this security of this, sure abundance anymore now that you've decided to go on your own, but you do have the passion and the know-how to do it. So right now you're being called to be creative. Maybe you're reworking your budgets. This is something I want to say. Maybe you are doing something getting rid of things, changing your lifestyle habits, So it could be internal, or it could be like getting creative about what it is you want to do, like not boxing yourself in anymore, like actually seeing that there's a lot of time to do various things and you're not stuck. So like really don't be afraid to be weird. Don't be afraid to like do something unexpected. And then the other future card is the Rejoicer, Woman of Cups. So you have the Man of Cups. What I would say about this card is it's like, I mean, the Man of Cups can mean this too, but how I was reading it before was as a more manipulative kind of, energy. This is more of an energy of like emotional security that comes from experience, so right now your life is kind of thrown into this weird primordial chaos and you have to trust yourself. But like what it's saying is that what's coming up if you like go on this path is that you're going to be able to like not base your joy on these external factors anymore. Like you're actually going to be able to create for yourself what it is you actually need in order to be secure and happy. I know that happiness is like, I don't want to be like a happiness merchant here, but like, because I know that that is a manipulative kind of thing that's often talked about and said. But it's like, it's emotional security. It's like knowing that you're going to be able to not be rocked by circumstances like this anymore. They're just not going to be able to get to you where you're insecure, where you're vulnerable. It's going to build up more emotional strength. Okay, so let's get an advice card and send you on your way. Advice card for our Geminis. Oh, that one danced up. 7 of Crystals, dullness. Go within. Go within. Sneak away. Don't tell anybody shit. Don't tell anybody what you're doing. Don't say a word. Don't be interesting. Don't worry about entertaining anyone. This is like a superpower. And I'm also thinking of this concept of like gray rocking yourself. Like people who want to use you. Okay, where's that card? People who want to use you, right? Make yourself as uninteresting to them as possible. That's your advice. So that you actually have the space where you can be creative. Good luck. I'll see you next week.